Hello and welcome. My name is Lauren, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you my Coloring Heaven magazine collection. I'll share the pages that I've colored as well as the pages that I still want to color soon. So I hope you'll join me. Let's get started. Right, so let me just begin this video by saying that Coloring Heaven has not sponsored this video in any way, and all of the opinions expressed are my own. So this is the first Coloring Heaven magazine in my collection. It is the annual 2018. This is a compilation book of several different artists who had magazines in 2017. Anyway, I've colored quite a few pages in this book because it's the book that I purchased before I decided to get a subscription. I wanted to test it out to see if I like the paper and the images, and I also wanted to have some pictures by Jasmine Beckett-Griffith, who is one of the contributing artists to this annual. Anyway, so some of the pages that I've colored are by Selena Fennick. So we have this girl with an owl. I colored this using Prismacolors and Inktense on the background, as well as some Arteza gouache. That's what this beigey color is. Here's another one by Selena Fennick, also Prismacolor pencils here. No Inktense on this page. I must admit that I've sort of grown out of Selena Fennick's art, so I don't really color her books anymore. Anyway, this one is by Fancy and Van Westering. She's a Dutch artist, and she also has coloring books with just her images in them. So here we have these two little kitties. This one is from the Cat Special. If I remember correctly, I used chameleon markers to base some of the elements and then colored pencil on top. Okay, and here we have this gorgeous kitty. I was practicing my strawberries coloring here. Also Prismacolors. And another one from the Cat Special. I think this was the first page I colored in this book. Polychromos. This one's Polychromos pencils. Okay. Right, next we have this page. Oh, did I have one before? Yeah, I have one before. Okay, so we have this one. This one is by Anne Stokes. She is famous for her dragon drawings, and this is from the World of Dragons Special. It's soft pastel in the background and Prismacolor pencils. Okay. This one was a work in progress for quite a while, and I finished it recently. It's Prismacolor pencils. Oh, actually, no, it's Polychromos pencils, and the background is tempera paint stick. I'm very proud of it because it shines. Okay. Another one I colored is this one. This one is by Lindsay Archer. It's from the Fairies and Elves Special. So here we have Inktense in the background and the ground as well, and then Polychromos pencil for the rest of the image. Okay, another one, also by Lindsay Archer. Here we have also Inktense in the background, and then Prismacolor pencils for the rest. Okay, and another Lindsay Archer. This is watercolor background and Prismacolor for the rest of the elements. I added the moon. The moon is not in the original drawing. Okay, here we have soft pastel for the background and Prismacolors for the rest of the elements. Then I have this one that I colored for Halloween. This is from Unicorns and Magical Beasts by Tabitha Ladden, and I used luminance pencils for this one. They are such fabulous pencils, but they take some getting used to. Okay, and then we have some by Jasmine Beckett-Griffith. So this is from her Halloween special. All of Jasmine Beckett-Griffith's images are also in her own Halloween coloring book. which I also have, and I'll be showing in a later video. So here we have the girl with the bones. I think this page is called Butterflies and Bones. And I used Prismacolors and Inktense in the background. Here we have this page is called Voodoo in Blue. And again, it's Inktense in the background and Prismacolor for the rest of the elements. This is one I want to color. And here we have another one. Here I used markers for the base. And then it's Prismacolor pencils and Prismacolor pencils on top of markers. Yeah. Okay, and then I have this page. This one is by Adele Laurien from the Woodland Fantasy special, and it is, I think it's Prismacolors. Yeah, Prismacolors, and I think that's the last one I've colored. Yeah, that's the last one. But there are some pages that I want to color. So I want to color this one from World of Dragons by Anne Stokes. And we've got this princess in this water with this Gothic architecture and the dragon. Nice page. Another one I want to color is this unicorn in the rose garden with the trellis and the paving stones. I like that page. And another one is also Jasmine Beckett Griffith, the twins, the witchy twins. Here I'm debating, do I make them the same? Do I do each one a different color? I'm leaning towards each one a different color, just for some variety. And the last one I want to color is this one from the Woodland Fantasy special. The bird and the girl, she's an elf. Yeah, I really like this book. So yeah, that's the first one that I've colored in from Coloring Heaven. Right, so after testing out the 2018 annual, I decided to get a subscription. I had a subscription for about 2 years, but after that I canceled for a couple of reasons. First of all, while the paper in these books has never been fabulous, it's thicker than printer paper, but it's not really high quality paper. Towards the end of my subscription, they changed the paper again, and it was not as good as even this paper, and so that was one reason I decided to cancel. Another reason I decided to cancel was because the art was becoming a bit repetitive. They mainly focus on fantasy imagery and portraits, and I wanted to diversify my coloring a little bit. So that was another reason that I canceled. So anyway, this was the first book that I got with my subscription, and I'm very pleased that I did get it because it's got art by Momo Girl, who is well known for her Girls with Music and Girls with Poems coloring books, which are absolutely beautiful. And so I was very pleased to get this one. I've colored 3 pages in it. So this is the first one. It is colored with polychromos pencils, and I have this bouquet background. The next one I colored is this one. Okay, while I really love the way the page came out in the end with the watercolor background, while I was coloring this page, I was constantly thinking to myself that the composition of the page is strange because there's this tree that seems to be growing out of her neck, and her neck is tilted to the side in a really strange way. And that really bothered me while I was coloring. Nevertheless, I do like the way the page came out. The next one I colored is this one. This is colored with Faber-Castell Aqua Grip watercolor pencils and polychromos pencils on top. And I really love how I got her hair. I'm not sure I have ever been able to duplicate that, but it's not for want of trying. Anyway, some pages I'd like to color are this one. This is a beautiful page. I've seen so many different versions of it, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful page that just calls out autumn to me. Yeah, another page that I want to color is towards the end. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so we have this girl leaning against this tree, and she's got these birds. I'm not sure what kind of birds they are. Maybe pheasants. I don't think they're big enough to be pheasants, but this is a lovely page. I'm thinking greens and yellows and purples for this page. And another one I want to color is this one. These two girls. This is just a magnificent page. I love how they're the same but different. So this one is moon based and this one is sun based. And then you've got this wallpaper. I would do the wallpaper a solid color and then maybe use white Posca to outline the elements, because otherwise it would draw attention away from the girls, which I wouldn't want because they are the focus of the page. Right, so that's Timeless Beauty Special. The next book in my collection is Nouveau Fantasy by Herb Leonard. There were some books between the Timeless Beauty Special and this one, but I donated them to the neighborhood library where people put in books and take books out. And so this way people in the neighborhood share books that they no longer want to keep. So I put mine in there and they disappeared quite quickly. So they were obviously popular. Anyway, I've colored 5 pages in this book. The artwork in this book is taken from other books that Herb Leonard has published. So he has artwork in other coloring books that he publishes, and this is a compilation of some of that artwork. So the first page I colored is the Reading Dragon. It is a watercolor background with polychromos pencils on top. And then I also colored this mermaid page. This one was inspired by a color along with coloring with Alena. So it's Prismacolors. And then I have the Green Man. This one's polychromos pencils, also inspired by a color along with coloring with Alena. And then I have this one, Tamlin from Irish mythology. So this is a watercolor base with polychromos pencils on top. And then I have one more, which is Merlin. This came out beautifully. So this one is Inktense base with polychromos on top. Yeah, I love the way this one came out. Okay, so some of the pages that I would like to color in this one are actually connected to the Merlin page. So the Merlin page is one of a set of a few connected pages that begins with, Morgan Le Fay. So there we have Morgan Le Fay, Merlin, which I've colored, the Lady of the Lake, Guinevere, Lancelot, and somewhere is King Arthur. So they're all connected to King Arthur. And that's why I want to color this whole series of pages, because I'm fascinated by Arthurian legend. Okay, so that is Nouveau Fantasy Special. The next one is Steampunk Special with art by Hannah Lynn. All of the images are taken from Hannah's Steampunk Darlings coloring book. And so if you have that book, then it's exactly the same as this one. I think there might be a couple of exclusive images, because the artists do put a couple of exclusive images in the Coloring Heaven magazines. Anyway, I've colored 3 pages in this book. So I've colored the Clockwork Dragon. If you have watched some of my other videos, you know that I love steampunk elements. So I love how I got the smoky background and the cute little bronze dragon. I also colored this one, the Alchemist. So I got the lime green smoky background and the psychedelic corset. And here we have this neon pink chemical that she has. I love this one. And I've also colored the Steampunk Mermaid. I colored this one year for Mermaid. Yeah, so I really love how I got her golden tail there. Yes. A couple of pages that I want to color. So I love this one, the armadillo. I think that's an armadillo. Steampunk armadillo and afternoon tea. That's very cute. I love this little sugar dish. Very cute. And then there's one more that I wanted to color. Yes, the submarine. So she's in the submarine. So again, I would do a blue background, perhaps a gold or a copper submarine, and then the scientist who is exploring the underwater. Very 20,000 leagues under the sea. Okay, so that's Steampunk Special. The next book I have is Woodland Fairies with art by Christine Caron. Again, it's a compilation of pieces that appear in some of her other coloring books that can be purchased on Amazon. The first page that I colored in this book is this one. This was a page I colored almost immediately after getting the book, and it was a color along with Color and Chat with Sammy here on YouTube. We used a combination of Prismacolor pencils and polychromos. The next one is this page. For this one, I followed a tutorial by Christine Caron herself on YouTube for the skin, but the rest of it is my own invention. And I see that something has happened here. Something got smudged. The next one I colored is this page, and this one is also polychromos pencils, and I put in a bouquet background. This is a grayscale page. Some of the pages in the book are grayscale and others are line art. I think they're more grayscale than line art pages. But anyway, this is a grayscale page, and I can't remember if the bouquet circles were in the original grayscale or not. And the last page I've colored is this one, the River Fairy, also with polychromos pencils, and it also has a bouquet background. So I'm actually thinking that the bouquet effect might be in the grayscale. Yeah, this is a beautiful book, and there are many pages I'd like to color. But the one that I want to color the most is this one. So here we have a page that is exclusive to Coloring Heaven. So we can see that while many of the pages are published in some of Christine's other books, this one is an exclusive. And it has all these sleepy little creatures in it. The sleepy bunny and the sleepy birds and the sleepy owl and the sleepy wolf. It's so adorable. Yeah, I want to color this one very soon. Okay, so that's Woodland Fairies. The next one is Dreamtime Special with art by Hannah Carlson. And again, it is a compilation book of art from her other coloring books. The most of the pages actually come from Magical Dawn, but there are others as well. So some of the pages I've colored are this Flower Queen page. It is Prismacolors. Okay, I've also colored this one, the Owl King. This has watercolor for the background and also based her dress with watercolor pencils, I think Inktense, and the rest is Prismacolor. Okay, I've also colored, I colored quite a few in this one. I've also colored this one. This one has Neocolor 2s on the background and on her dress. I added in this rounded collar to put in and the shoulders, because if I remember correctly, the art just stops here. And this is polychromos, or no, this is not. This is Derwent Lightfast pencils. Okay, and then we have my whip, which I am struggling with. I do not like the tempera paint stick background that I have here. I'm going to be starting this one over. Another page that I colored here is this bunny. I colored this one last spring, at the beginning of last spring. So it's Castle Arts pencils. Then we have this girl with her cat. And I am so happy with how the cat came out. The cat is Prismacolors. Yeah. Then I have the squirrel. It's Neocolor 2 on the background and Prismacolor, no, not Prismacolor. It's Polychromos for everything else. And then I have, yes, this page. This one is also Castle Arts. Yeah, for all of the elements. And there's no watercolor or Inktense on this page at all. And then we have, yeah, this page. It's Inktense in the background and Prismacolor for the rest of the elements. And I managed to get her dress to look see-through, which was a challenge. And then we have this fox. I followed a tutorial for the fox from Coloring with Olivier, and then I tried to do the background that she did on hers, but it was a total mess. As you can see, it did not come out well. So I decided to fix it by putting a layer of gesso on the page, and then after letting it dry, I covered it with Neocolor 2s, and I'm much happier with the background. It looks like this fire. He's like asleep in this fire. So that's really cool. And then I have this one. It's Inktense in the background and Prismacolors for the rest of the elements. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are all the pages I've colored. But there are a few I want to color. So we have this page. It's from Spirit Animals. It's the companion page to the fox. So I like this page. I'm going with this is fake fur. For me, it's fake fur. And then we have the little mouse with the key and the mushrooms. This is such a lovely page. And then we have more mushrooms, this time with a house. I really like the way that Hannah draws her mushrooms. There's a lot to them. You can actually like put a lot of colors into them to get them to really pop. And this fox and kit, very cute with the crystals and the mushrooms. Yeah, so those are the pages that I want to color in Dreamtime Special. The next book is Animal Wonderland Special with art by Kanoko Igusa. The majority of the pages in this book were also published in Symphony of Cute Animals. I've colored 3 pages in this book. The first one is this cute Easter egg page with the little chicks. And I used Inktense for this black hill and then pencils for the sunset. And the rest of it is all Prismacolors. The next page I colored is this animal pajama party. And I used Inktense for the background. And then I based all the elements also with Inktense and then Polychromos pencils on top. And the last one I've done is this Christmas in July page. So for this one, it's, I think it's watercolor pencils in the background and Castle Arts pencils for all of the elements. Okay, pages that I'd like to color in this book. So we have the very first page, which is this garden scene with the ducklings. No, wait, I think they're geese. And the bird and the watering can and this magical door. I love this page. And another one that I want to color is actually at the end. And it is this gingerbread house one. I think I'm going to color this one for Christmas in July. So we've got the cute little polar bears, the gingerbread house, the candy trees, I love this page, it's beautiful. Okay, so that's Animal Wonderland Special. The next one is Fairy Special with art by Jana Prosverinia, and I've colored 3 pages in this book as well. 3 seems to be my magic number. So I've colored this one, the Peonies and Butterflies. No, this is Peonies and Butterflies. Yeah, and it's Neocolor 2 on the background, and then Prismacolor for all of the other elements. And the next one that I've colored is this one. I seem to color these pages when it's February, so February in each year. So I colored Autumn Wind. I used Castle Arts pencils for everything except for the hair. The hair is based with alcohol marker, and then it is Prismacolor, Polychromos for the hair. And the last one I've colored is this one, which I colored recently. And it is soft pastel in the background, and it is Prismacolor for everything else. Prismacolor for the skin and for the flowers. The hair is also Prismacolor. I don't think I based it. Oh no, I did. I based it with alcohol marker first. And then I have the wings, and I've put some sparkly paint on it. So let's see if I can, yeah, you can see some of the sparkly paint on the wings. Okay, so that is that one. A couple of pages that I'd like to color in this one. So there's, of course, the Steampunk Fairy. I love this one with the cogs. I love steampunk, so it's not a surprise. And let's see, the other one I want to color is this one, Loriana with the bunny. Oh, this bunny's so cute. Yeah, I love coloring animals, so those are always the pages that appeal to me. So that's Fairy Special. Right, so this is the final magazine in my collection, Zodiac Special. This one has designs by 4 different artists: Mayumi Ogihara, Tanya Bond, Kelly O'Gorman, and Mitzi Sato Wiouf. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've colored only 1 page in this book, and that is this Gemini page, the 2 sisters. And I used Prismacolors for the background and Polychromos for the hair, and Prismacolor for the skin. There are a couple of pages I'd like to color. So this one is by Tanya Bond, and it's in her Inkling style. And in fact, I think that these pages were published in her Inkling astrology book, I think. Anyway, this is Scorpio, which is my star sign. So of course I have to color it. Another page that I want to color is this Pisces page. So these are Kelly O'Gorman's pages, and they have a Zen doodly style to them, but I still really like this page. And the last page I want to color is this page, which has this anime style to it. And so we have the cute little babies with the costumes. This one's Taurus, the cow, and this one is Aries, the goat, and then the Gemini again. They're so adorable. Yeah, so that's the other page that I want to color. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the digital downloads that Coloring Heaven offers through their website. They have made previous magazines that are no longer in print available for digital download, and some of their more recent magazines that are also no longer available in print, or some of them still are, but some people prefer to print it on their own paper, so they can purchase these ones as well through their website. I personally have downloaded these ones because I want to be able to print them on my own paper. Okay, so I have 4 digital downloads that I have purchased. One of them is Native American mythology. So this is the Native American Mythology Special with designs by Jody Bergsma. And the pages that I would like to color in this one are this Wolf with the Dreamcatcher page. There is a very similar page in one of the mythographics. It might be Magical Earth. I'll check, and if it's not Magical Earth, I'll put the correct mythographic on the screen. Another one that I would like to color is number 25. It's this one. It's the Puma. They also give you the titles of the page. So this one is called Masks for the Sun. And this is a gorgeous page. This Puma is just beautiful. And I see that Jody Bergsma has given some of the lines where you know to put shading, which is very useful. And another one that I want to color is number 61. I wrote them down so that I wouldn't forget. It's this one. It's called Lady Hawk, and it caught my eye because of the title. It reminds me of that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew Broderick when he was in diapers. So in that movie, we have a pair of lovers who've been cursed, and the woman is cursed to be a hawk during the day, and the man is cursed to be a wolf at night. So here we have the hawk and the woman. So it's kind of like in reverse. Perhaps the man is cursed to be a hawk. Anyway, I digress. So those are ones that I want to color in this Coloring Heaven. Another one that I have is Gods and Goddesses. This one has art by Jash Lee, and his artwork is beautiful. This book is also available in print through Amazon. So if you can't purchase the print version from Coloring Heaven, there's still a possibility of getting it from Amazon. But I wanted to color on my own paper, and so I got the digital download. And the pages that I want to color in this one are, um, yeah, second, number 15. I wrote it down. It's this one. Okay, so here we have Athena with all of her symbols, her shield, and the owl, which is the symbol of wisdom because Athena is the goddess of wisdom. And then we also have Medusa because Medusa's face is embossed onto Athena's shield, her aegis. And yeah, so this is a beautiful um, page. And then another page that I want to color is number 35, which is this one. It's Hades. So he's the god of the underworld. And here we have him with his um, yes, we have Hades' pet, who is Cerberus. He is the dog, the three-headed dog that he is the three-headed dog that guards the entrance to the underworld. It's his job to make sure that no one leaves. No one has a problem getting in. It's when people want to get out that problems start. Okay, and then the last one I want to color is yeah, this one, Nemesis, goddess of vengeance. So here we have her with the scales for judgment, and then the dagger for meting out punishment. So beautiful page as well. Another book that I have is the Coloring Heaven collection edition of Ancient Egypt with art by Fabiana Truer. And pages that I would like to color here are um, this one. Yes, Isis and her baby Horus. So Horus is the god of the sun or the sky or of healing. And here he has the head of an eagle. So here we have the baby, but he has an eagle's head. And another one that I want to color is Nephthys. Yes, so here's Nephthys. She's the sister of Osiris and the goddess of the air. So here we have her with a cat and some serpents. Yes, another gorgeous page. And the scarab beetle, lots of Egyptian symbology here. And another one from here that I want to do is Have I skipped over it? I think so. Yeah, it's this one. Bastet. Yes, she is the protector of the home, and she takes the form of a cat. So here we have Bastet and her cat. Yes, lovely page too. Okay. The last book that I have is Magic Jars. Now, I bought this book from Coloring Book Cafe, and then afterwards, I learned that Coloring Heaven magazine has a pocket edition of this book, and it's all of the same images. So you can either get it from Coloring Heaven or from Coloring Book Cafe. And so the pages that I want to color here are this little mouse hanging up her clothes. Yeah, so all of these, the pictures in this book are so adorable, and I could color all of them. So I limited myself to showing three. So the first one is this little washing mouse, and then another one is the little bear who's living under a mushroom. I wonder if we could say he's living under a mushroom cloud. Anyway, so he's in this little jar that's got a mushroom stopper, and he has this cute little flower hat. Um, I'm thinking that's a measuring tape that he has draped across his arms. I'm not sure why he would need that, but maybe he's measuring his flowers. And then the last one that I want to color uh, is this carousel. So we have the mushroom carousel and the little mushroom seats and the little animals and the fairy going round and round on the mushroom. So cute. Okay. Yeah, so those are the Coloring Heaven magazines that I have in PDF format. So, thank you for joining me as I flip through my collection. As I said, I no longer have a subscription to Coloring Heaven magazine, but there are such wonderful artists featured in their special issues, and the option of downloading a PDF version of select books is excellent. I often go in and scope out what is on offer and purchase one or two. So thanks again. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.